Okay, so let's get started with our yoga practice tonight. We're going to have a nice yoga practice. We're actually doing a Vata reducing practice because it is a stormy day. It is very windy outside, and wind causes chaos. It causes our internal winds to stir. We want to settle them down. And by the way, even when it's not a windy day, let's say you had a really hectic day, there was a lot coming at you, it can feel like wind or chaos, basically. You can look at a lot of chaos in your life as a windy day. So this would be a great practice for that too. A way to calm down everything if you're feeling overwhelmed. So let's get started with our practice. Make sure you have everything you need, all your props, blocks, blankets, of course, your yoga mat. Let's get started. Oh, look, somebody's doing yoga with us today. Okay, so let's get started. So because we want to do a Vata reducing practice tonight, we're going to actually start out facing forward. And then we're just going to kind of like ground our feet and connect with them and go wider. Why? Because we're more stable when we're wider. And then take a nice deep inhale, reaching up. And then when we exhale, we're going to shift side to side. And then come up, inhale. And exhale. Good. And inhale. Exhale. We're shifting side to side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Now, you do have the option each time you come up, when you release down, you can lift the opposite toes on the extended leg. Inhale. Exhale. Now lift your toes on the extended leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Okay, we're going to do one more set. And this one we hold. Hold it here. Good. Good. And then your opposite extended leg arm comes out and you're going to swing around and reach up. Like you're going into warrior one, but with just one arm. And then release down. Inhale up. Exhale, go to the other side and lift your toes if you would like. You do not have to. Good. And then the extended leg arm comes out and rotate and reach. Good. One arm. Release down. Inhale. Exhale down, lift your toes. Extend your arm. Reach, lift. Good. And then you're going to take this arm to the ground and then rotate. You can use a block if you would like. So using a block, and take this off. Okay, so you're using a block. Then release and come back up. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, we drop to the other side. Lift your toes. And an extended leg arm reaches out, comes around, lift, up. Good. And then your hand comes to the ground and rotate. And once again, you can use a block. Nice. Patty, you came unmuted. I don't know why. You got to mute yourself, Patty, because you came unmuted and I don't know why. Okay, good. And then release and inhale up. Good. And we're going to drop down again. Lift your toes. Extended leg arm reaches. And then turn and reach up again. We're just slowly adding on, drop down, open up, rotate. Then swing the upper arm around, and now you're going to step back into plank, modify to your knees and lower. Lift up, cobra. Take it back, down dog. Good, and then your back leg steps forward. Drop your back heel, and now come up with both arms. Reach, warrior one. Release, inhale up. Exhale, dropping to the other side, lift your toes. Good, extended leg arm reaches out. And then rotate, lift one arm, drop down and rotate. The arm that's in the air swings around and then step back, plank. Drop to your knees and lower. Lift up, cobra. And then take it back, down dog. Same leg that stepped back now, steps forward. Drop your back heel and come up, warrior one with both arms. Turn and face the front. Inhale up. Good. Now we're going to hold that squat. Drop. And then you're going to lift up right heel, then release, and then left heel. Right and left. Right and left. Now do both. Lift and release. Stay in the squat and release. Lift and release. Two more. Lift and down. Lift. Very good. Strengthening your feet. Inhale up. Dropping again to the right side. Lift your toes on the extended leg. Open up the arm. Move it across. Reach. Drop down. Use a block if you would like. Rotate. Swing the arm around and step back, plank. You can modify to the knees if you need to, otherwise lower. Lift a cobra. Back, down dog. And now we're going to hold it. Hold that down dog. Draw your navel in. Let me put my purple mat down so you guys could see me better. I love my black mat, but it's hard to see when I'm wearing darker clothes. Now, stepping that back leg forward, the same leg step back. Drop your back heel and come up. Warrior one, both arms. Good. Turn and face the front. Inhale up. Drop to the other side. Lift your toes. Extended leg arm reaches. And then turn. Warrior one. Drop down. Rotate. Swing the arm around. Step back, plank. Modify to the knees if you would like to. Lift up, cobra. And take it back, down dog. And we hold. Draw your navel in, get hollow in the belly. Good, and then from there, that back leg steps forward, the one that stepped back, drop your back heel, come up, warrior one. Both arms, bend the knee in the front. Good, and then release. Inhale up. Now, this time we're going to turn our toes in. You're still wide-legged. 2 fingers on each hand come together, and you're going to drop down and grab the big toe. Wide-legged forward fold. Pull in. Elbows bend. Good, and then from there, bring your hands out in front. You're going to take your right hand in the center and then open up to the left. Keep your sacrum level. And then release and switch. And reach up to the other side. Keep your sacrum level. Good, and release. Pull your heels in, and we come back into our squat. Hands together, right heel up, release, left heel up, release, right and down, left and down, and continue alternating or do both, and then release and lift and release and lift and release and lift and release, lift and release. Good. Lift and release. Inhale. And exhale, dropping again to the right side, lifting your toes. Extended leg arm reaches out, and then turn. Once again, warrior one. Release that arm down and rotate. Swing the arm around, step back into plank. Lower, modify to the knees if you need to, otherwise lift. And take it back, down dog. Holding down dog. Navel in. Then that back leg steps forward. Drop your back heel and both arms come up and reach. Warrior one. Good, release. Inhale up. Exhale, dropping to the other side and lift the extended leg toes. Good, and then reach your arm out, turn and lift. Drop down, rotate. Swing the arm around and step back. Plank, modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift to cobra. Back down dog. Hold. Navel in. And then your back leg steps forward. Good. And come up, warrior one, with both arms. Reach. Excellent. Then turn and face the front. Inhale up. Could we turn our toes in again? And then release down. Now this time, you're going to take both hands into the center. Fingertips face forward. So you go into the center and walk your heel of your hand back. Line it up with your ankles. Bend your elbows and drop your head. Straight legs, heels are further out, so your toes are in. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Relax your head. Good, and then from there, we're going to lift up. Right hand comes to the center. Now, you can keep it right where we were before, or between that hand and your foot, you move close and then open up. Keep your sacrum level, or you can bring the hand right next to the foot. You can use a block if you would like. And then releasing out of that, and we go to the other side. Again, you can keep your hand in the center and then open up from there, or between the hand and the opposite foot. You can go into between there, or you can bring your hand right to the foot and open up. Good, and then from there, we pull our heels in and we come back up. Good, come up. Now, we bring our feet in a little bit, just beyond the shoulders, and then your fingertips are gonna go down, right at the low back. Okay, so you're still kind of wide with the legs, but not quite as wide. And then you're gonna push in a circle. Push. Good. So you're literally pushing with your hands. Push. Push. Now, you're going to push and go to the opposite side. So once you get, so you're pushed from the right to the left. Now, once you get to the left, you actually lean back and turn your head in the opposite direction. Good, then release out of that. And now you're gonna move your hips in a circle in the other direction. Push your hips from left to right. If you were going right to left, then now you go left to right. If you were doing the opposite, then switch it. Good. Now you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna push, hold to the opposite side and turn your head and look over the left shoulder. Pushing your hips forward. Good, then release out of that. Inhale up. Good, exhale down, dropping into that squat. And this time we just hold the squat low, building strength and stability, being like a mountain, stable. Then opening up, we're gonna go into warrior two, turn your head. Bring it back to that squat, horse stance. Open it up and go to the other side, warrior two. Bring it back to the center, squat. Open it up, warrior two again. Look down that middle right finger. Then reach, warrior four. Turn your head and look up. Now this hand that's in the air is going to release down. Turn your feet parallel, and now we go across. And then open. Then release and come out of that. Inhale up, dropping back into that squat. Stable and steady. Open up, warrior two to the other side. Look down the middle left finger. Try not to lean forward, you guys. Don't do it. Keep your torso right on top of the pelvis. Give more energy to the back arm. Then turn the palm and look up. Turn your head. Then the hand that's in the air, you're going to turn the foot forward. Now go across to the opposite foot. Open. Then release. Inhale up. And again, we drop into a squat. Nice and stable. Open up, warrior two. Nice and stable. Remember, when we're helping Vata calm down, Vata needs strength, stability, grounding. So we want to do those strong standing poses. Then reach to help Vata build strength. And then we hold them. Warrior four. Then we're going to straighten the leg, adjust the back foot in a little bit, and drop right into Trikonasana. Now, if you want to have your hand on the ground, just put it on the baby toe side, and you can use a block. Lean back, you guys. Do not lean forward. Straighten your legs. Now the upper arm swings around, step back into plank. Lower. Lift. Back down dog. Good, and then that leg that stepped back steps forward. Now you go into warrior two. Back to warrior four, turn your head, look up. Then the hand that's in the air, reach up, turn your feet parallel. That hand goes across the body and reaches to the opposite foot. Open. And then lifting back up, reach. Good, dropping back into a squat. Hold, nice and stable. Reset yourself. Collectively, you want to go inward and start noticing what's going on with your breath, with your body. So you're being aware of all the parts and bringing it all in. Because what Vata does is it moves all over the place. It's like the windy day or the chaos, the overwhelm. So we just bring it all in and right into the center, right where your heart is. We hold, stabilize, be stable in the pose, stable in the breath. Good, and then opening up, warrior two to the other side. Look down that middle finger. Then reaching the arm, turn your head, look up, warrior four. Straightening your leg. And then you're going to adjust your back foot in a little bit, and we release down for Trikonasana. Now you can use a block, or if you are able to bring your hand closer to the floor, you want to be on the baby toe side. Now do not lean forward. This is a tendency. You want to lean back. Stabilize your core, you guys. Navel in. Hold. Patty, you need to go further. Here's why. Because you're kind of doing this, right? Which tells me that you need to take your hand further down. There you go, that's better. Excellent. All right, then the upper arm swings around and we step back into plank. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower, lift cobra. Take it back down dog, hold. Get hollow in your belly. Then the back leg steps forward. Drop your back heel. And you're going to lift up, warrior two. Go right into warrior two. Warrior four. Turn your head, look up. Then reach, turn your feet forward. That hand that's in the air reaches across the body. And reach. Straight legs. Hold it there. Nice. Relax your head. Yeah. Good, and then release and pull your heels in, inhale up. And exhale down. Now, we're gonna do some balancing postures. So bringing our feet together. So one of the things that really helps Vata is to learn how to balance and be stable in it. So we're gonna start out stabilizing on the right leg, and you're gonna pull your left leg up. We're gonna start out with tree pose. So the tree is stable and rooted, and there's flexibility and relaxation in the upper body. So variation one, you keep your toes on the ground. Variation two, bring your foot up to the shin, below the knee, or grab the foot, pull it into the inner thigh. And you want to keep the foot and inner thigh activating into each other. Now, keep your eyes focused on a single point in front of you. That's called a dristi. Very, very important, because it will be the difference between you being able to stay nice and still. If you let your eyes wander, it is way more challenging. Then from there, reach your hands up. Open. Strong and stable. Hold. Good. Now we're releasing the hands to the waist and releasing the foot and taking it behind you and grabbing the foot behind you. So same leg, same hand, and then reach up. Now, once you reach, you lift, and then you can hinge a little bit from the hips, not the other way around. Good. Standing leg is being challenged right now. And then release. Okay, so shake out that standing leg. Shake it out. Woo, okay. Now your standing leg is your left leg. Your right foot comes up, hands to the heart. Variation one, two is at the shin. And if you come into the inner thigh, that's your third variation. Very active between the foot and the inner thigh. They're pushing into each other. Eyes are staring at a single point. And then reach your arms up. And we're holding. Stay focused. So strong and stable. Strong and stable. Do not let your eyes wander. That's how you'll lose your balance. Navel is in and strong. Then hands go to your waist, releasing that leg that's on the thigh. Reach back, grab the foot, then extend your arm up, and now start to lift the foot behind you. You lift first and then hinge from the hip. Nice. Good, and then release. Bring it in and shake out that standing leg. Woo. Nice. Shake it out. Okay, shake it out. All right, now we're going to open our feet wide again. Take our hands and interlace them behind us like this. Thumbs down. Go wide. Turn your toes in. Reach your arms up and then lower into a forward fold with the arms coming up off the back. Release your head down. Good, and then from there, you're going to release. Hands to the ground. And take your right hand in front, and then we open up to the side again. And then again, you have the option of either going in between or all the way to the foot. And open. Sacrum is level. So you could take your hand closer to the foot if you would like, if you've got that flexibility. That's totally fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. And other hand, Robin. Other hand. So, no, it's your right hand, but your other hand goes up in the air. Yes, just like what we were doing before. But can you take your right hand closer to the foot? There you go. If you can't, don't worry about it. Okay, and now we switch to the other side. Reach and open. Keep the sacrum level. Good, now we're going to turn to one side and step back. Curl your toes under, and what I want you to do is reach your knees back underneath the hips, and then you're going to reach your hands forward, and then we're going to drop the chest. So try not to go back like this. You want to actually try to keep the knees over the hips, and now you're going to reach, extending your arms, and drop your chest down, forehead to the ground or to a block. So really open up the body, releasing stress from the mid-back. Drop the torso, drop the chest. And then slowly coming out of that, and we're going to walk our knees forward. Take our legs to one side and pick up the right leg and take it over the left. Now, if you want to, you could sit on a blanket. I like that. And both sit bones are down. And then we lift our torso up and rotate to one side. Keep the torso lifted. Good, and then hands are going to reach back behind us. Fingertips face forward. So I got to go under here, my blanket. Pull your leg out and then lift up into tabletop. Look down the midline of the body. So this helps strengthen the back body, strengthen the arms. And Vata needs that. It needs to always work on strengthening, right? Remember, Vata is air, ether. It's very fragile. It's very subtle. So you have to constantly be helping strengthening. That's why when we move to the Vata stage of life in our latter years, you really want to focus on strengthening your bones. Okay, and doing weight training. All right, we come out of that and we're going to switch. So now that the left leg goes over the right, both sit bones down, tall, and rotate. And then once again, releasing out of that, fingertips facing us, lifting back up into tabletop, looking down the midline of the body. Now, I didn't tell you this, but if you want to, if that's not working for you, you can do a bridge. Okay, that's your option. Holding that tabletop. Strong. So you're engaging the back body, you're engaging the glutes, the hamstrings, really good. You actually want to draw your heels in towards your fingers, so that's going to engage the hamstrings even more. Very stabilizing. And then release. And now we go into a forward fold. So I'm going to come to the edge of my blanket and then reach forward. Grab your toes if you can, flex your feet in towards you and drop. Now, if you can't, you're just going to stay here at the shins and drop your head. You can support your head with a block. All right, and then coming out of that, you're going to find your heels, lower onto your back, and pull up into bridge. From there, lowering your pelvis, extend your legs out to the corners of your mat. Walk your shoulders underneath you, palms go up, and moving into Shavasana, corpse pose. Do cover your eyes, put your sweatshirt on, make sure you're warm, and rest. Complete let go. Let go of your breath. Release your body into the ground. Feel all the points that your body is connected to the floor, how stable, supported you are. And begin to notice the body winding down and becoming more merged to the floor. and completely resting. All right, and then from there, deepening your breath. And allow movement into your fingers and toes, and then gently roll to your right side. And then bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together, connect your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes. And allow your breath to move in and out of the nose. Keep your thumbs connected to your heart. And imagine that breath is moving in and out of the heart. Begin to feel the body rested, supported, stronger, more stable from our practice, more open, yet very, very still and centered. Just stay with the breath. Let the breath settle. Be completely still and completely silent. And may you have a wonderful evening. Namaste.